E.T., good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, Francis.
Everything good?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good weekend?
Yeah.
Eventful?
Yeah.
Okay, what were you up to?
It was just a regular weekend, but for this
that
one,
ain't true.
For this one, I think I was, as usual, me, once I get a lot of rest, I'm fine. I really don't need to do anything spectacular.
Okay. So it wasn't eventful?
It was.
But you won't share the events?
No event, I just rested. There's no event. It was just restful. Once it's restful for me, it was a spectacular weekend.
All right.
If I had to do too much, then I would
So
not
it was a restful weekend?
Yeah.
Not an eventful weekend?
No. No, it was a restful.
That clarity is important.
It was a restful weekend. It wasn't eventful.
Fantastic. I mean, I also had a fairly good weekend. Yeah.
You must be happy today.
Why?
Have you forgotten? When we went for our watch this thing, you were telling us about how you've not been so, excited for some time and that you were going to be happy on Monday.
Yes.
And you even said you might not show up at work. Be very happy
this
today.
one is this is very premium information you are trying to put in a public.
I'm not putting premium.
You must be careful in this republic. It's fine. I am happy. Happy I am.
Yeah.
But you see the evidence of my happiness tomorrow.
Okay.
Not today. So calm down.
Okay.
So what's good? What's in the trends today?
Good for you. Well, floods, of course. When I was coming,
yeah,
I was wondering. So we have a problem with our drainage systems in that they are choked.
Yeah.
And then in other circumstances, we also don't have drainage systems. Because I was using the circle, when you're coming towards Ridge.
Yeah.
And then there were floods, and I was like, but what's here? Like, why is there a flood?
Yeah.
And then I realized it's because there were no gutters. There were actually no gutters. And so the water is not able to pass through. Because I was thinking, I'm not really seeing rubbish or anything. Usually, you are quick to think, oh, there's rubbish. And so the gutters have been choked. And that's why there are floods. Yeah. But there were no gutters. So we have one issue on one hand. And then we have another issue on another hand. And I'm wondering what is being done to
deal with it.
I mean, we talk about it all the time. I feel like I even sound like a broken record because usually every year we talk about floods, and then next year we talk about floods. And ECG is also trending, of course.
I just saw a picture of a car that somersaulted.
As a result of the floods. I won't be surprised because under the shed at Circle, where we usually pick the WAEC Ridge car, it's flooded. Like when my Uber was coming, it was literally being submerged. At a point, I was wondering, will I be able to walk through this water and then get into my car? But
it's a problem.
Yeah.
Look, guys, please drive safe. And the areas where it usually gets flooded, avoid those routes. It's important. Look, what I'm seeing this morning is not funny. It's not funny at all. Every year when the rains come and the floods come, it comes with some of these things. People's vehicles getting submerged, people trying to drive to safety, driving into trouble. Please, let's not do that. Those who are living in areas that are low-lying as well, please, your problem. Move to higher ground. Shift before the problem comes. I beg you. It's important. As for the other matter about government and country and what we're doing about these things, we have now become a broken record. Every year we talk about craft floods. Every year. It's like we know it will come.
Dr. Etornam even this morning just said that flood victims should not be made to pay 10 cedis to replace their lost voters' ID, because when it comes to replacing your voters' ID, we will make accommodation for that. We will find a way to get you to whatever station to go and replace because we need you to vote. Yeah. But then when it comes to normal issues, like, oh, don't worry, we'll deal with it later. We'll do this later. We'll do that later. So now if you're a victim of flood, you shouldn't pay. When you go, they should just do it for you because you would struggle to even get to a center to replace your voter's ID.
Anyway, that's the political side to things on this matter.
Yeah.
It can be thoroughly debated, but it's fine.
And then ECG, of course, because last week the president told us that it was over and that we're not going to experience any power.
But the fwing is still happening.
Oh, it's not just fwing. I think that there's an area because I had a friend who didn't have lights for over 24 hours.
Two things have happened. It's either the president knew and lied to us, or he got a bad brief. Because I don't understand why you say Doomsday has ended. It's over. And that same day. And up until now, he's been to programs. He's been to, in fact, when he went to Ajoso Cry saying that the thing is about to end, he had a generator in the machine, I mean, just behind the stage at the back. Today. Yesterday, there was fine. Saturday, there was
There
fine.
was fine.
Friday, fine. Since he said it, there's been fine every day.
Every single day after.
So, if you've told us it's over, and clearly it's not, have the decency to tell us that, look, I told you guys it was over, but there are a few challenges that we have to sort out. I mean, show us some modicum of respect.
Maybe it's doom CACA.
See, no matter the rebrand, they're still fine. That's my point. So you may tell me that the Doom So is gone. You brought Doom CSC. They're still fine. I don't care what the name is. I want light uninterrupted. I'm paying for it. Look, imagine somebody who's bought power. The power is on the meter and can't access it. Can't access it. Like, how does that make sense? You say, if you don't pay, we'll cut you. I have paid. Why am I not getting the power? I've paid. The thing is on the meter. I've paid for it. Why have you cut my power? For what I lose in those hours that you've taken the light, who pays for it? Often, that's the conversation that gets lost in the translation. All we get is a sorry. Does government get sorry when we don't pay our taxes?
No, not at all. In fact, you would.
So what kind of deal are you giving us? What kind of raw deal is this? You said postpaid is not good. You are racking up debt. Prepaid. It's okay, prepaid. I bought a thing. It's on a meter. I've paid for it. However, you decide to let it flow and get finished. That one is another conversation. But I bought it. It's on the meter. Let me use it. I'm not getting access. And then what I get is, sorry. I'm sorry. My child is sweating. Can't sleep. I'm sorry.
Maybe that's why we have rains.
Remote
now.
job. People are suffering as a result. I'm sorry.
Yes. You need to charge everything before you sleep because you don't know when your lights will be taken out.
So there's doomsday, there's rains, floods.
Yeah. In one country within the same period of time.
Many trouble one head. It's a problem. Anyway.
Oh, Muhammad's brother is also trending.
Muhammad's brother?
Ibrahim.
Okay.
And
Well,
that
what's
is
he done?
Because he says, today MPP is in power and I'm not getting favors as I used to, but I'm even doing better under this economy than when my brother was president.
He said that?
Yeah.
Why?
I can give it to you right now so you listen to it. I wanted Ima to play it, but we are pressed for time, so maybe we would look at it more tomorrow. That is an interesting conversation. I would like more details on why he actually made that kind of statement that he was getting more favors, but on his own he's doing better. So the favors could not suffice. I mean, in the previous administration.
You see, I have a
That's
feeling
why I
that
said we could look
this
at
could be explained or could be looked at a bit more holistically.
Yeah.
Sometimes a 5-second, 20-second clip of an entire conversation
might have
might not have all the context to it. So
but he's trending for it, and so I'm wondering whether it was indeed taken out of context.
It's possible. It's possible.
But
this
it's
is
digital media. People like to always do that because
yeah.
they want to generate some conversation. And for did you know this one, I would have wanted us to exploit a bit, but as I said, we are pressed for time.
Okay.
Is it true that gap is important in associations and relationships? Because did you know says it's important that in fact it's a necessity.
Gap. What kind of gap?
A
bit of time.
time
out.
off and all of that, because it helps each other or one another see the value in the other person.
Why do I have a feeling?
This was not intentional. This was really not intentional.
I don't believe you.
When I saw I was like, the way I started, Francis would think
I don't believe you.
I planned this, but I didn't plan this. I really didn't plan it.
Honestly, I don't believe you on this
I didn't plan it. But
Okay.
I don't believe in this. We'll talk about it tomorrow.
Okay, we'll do that.
I don't believe in it, but maybe we'll
It can have a certain missing you element to it, but okay, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
And then food for thought, of course. Very simple. It says keep your head up. Always. It's Monday. So
Up, not down.
no. Up always, regardless.
If it's down, you lose sight of what's coming. Okay, if it's up, you can see everything.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you don't look down too, you might, stumble and fall.
No. You need to keep your head up.
Head up, but make
and,
sure.
And keeping your head up in this context is not just looking straight forward, but regardless of the circumstance, you need to maintain a certain level of confidence.
And
at all
poise as
times.
well. That's what I'm. Thank you. Thank you for
Thank
what's
you,
in the trends
Francis.
this morning. 9:30. You're listening to Morning Star.